Hey guys, Jim Boat, welcome back on the boat. All right, it's starting to get hot here in Phoenix. I'm ready to go back out on the lake. Got everything done I wanted to get done. And so let's fire up the motor, make sure everything's okay before we hook her up and head out to the lake. Phew. All right, pretty cool. All you got to do with this motor, turn the batteries on, turn the key on, and let's go try it out here. We'll hit 2,000 real quickly here to get the water going through the water pump. Let's check it out. All right, it's going, but there's no water, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. There's water coming out of the pee hole now. And it makes sense now. In Arizona, I'm going to suck out all that water. It's going to evap all out of this stuff. So it's got to go up through here, into the hose in here. It's got to go all the way to the controller, come all the way back. And so now there's water coming out. So it's perfect. All right, let's go boating. Yeah, baby. We're back out in the water where we belong. You know, it really is amazing just how quiet this is. Just like most lakes, the water is down. I'm running about 10 amps, running at 2,000 RPMs. Again, I don't have my miles per hour, but I'm going to say 3 miles an hour. But we're going to check later. Oh, my inverter just cut on. Inverter just started up, firing everything up to 110 volts. This is so cool. All right, we'll talk to you in a little while. I'm gonna go find my favorite parking spot here. Anchor up, go swimming a little bit. Maybe fire up some hamburgers. All right, talk to you in a sec. Well, I got back into one of my favorite spots here, all settled in. I want you to listen. Listen to, can you hear that? Listen. You hear it? Oh wait, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. No car traffic. No honky horns, no stereos, no loud music, no screaming babies. Love you, mothers. Just absolutely nothing. I got a question for you boaters. Let me show you something. I got my tilt motor all wired up. And the question that I have, is it worth doing that? Why do you tilt it out of the water like this? If it's just maybe a few days or a week or something, does it really matter? I'm going to do it. I have a tilt motor and I want to use it. I don't know if you can see how deep this is. This is probably 20 feet. You can see a rock over here. Right now there's no fish. I'm going to throw down some bread here and see if I can get my homies to show back up. I haven't gone over to the boat dock to pick up any food yet for them, but I don't see anybody yet. We'll see if our fish show up again. My wife says that this boat is cluttered when I'm on it. Now, I don't think it's cluttered. I call it a working man cave. But I need your all's help. I'm going to show you what I've got set up now. And in the comments below, I'd like for you to either put cluttered or uncluttered. Let me show you. I mean, look at that. Doesn't look cluttered to me. Let me show you my workstation. Okay, maybe a little clutter on my clutter box. This is my multimedia laptop. My sound bar so I can listen to tunes. Yes, I have good speakers up here, but I just like those two so I can take them outside. I've got my gaming computer with monitor. I mean, it's my multimedia video editing and research to help discover the meaning of life computer. That's what that is. Over here, I have a depth finder. You have to have that. I have a flashy mouse. Everybody needs a flashy mouse. My chart plotter. Gotta have that, right? So we know where we're going. And my instrument cluster for the motor and the batteries. A VHF radio. And that is not a joystick for my Flight Simulator 24. That is a navigational stick so I can control the Mars rover on Mars. That's it. And that is to give text messages to the people on the space station. So there. All right, cluttered or not cluttered? Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 something in the morning, 6:50, 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun's already up. Look at the beautiful day. I guess I should go outside and show you this. Anyway, I just started the battery charging here. We're already getting solar about 6:30 in the morning. And let me show you. This is Home Assistant. So one battery is getting 8 amps and the other ones are 8 amps, a little more than 8 amps. They're about 85%. I haven't charged them since I left the lake, whenever it was, and that's about where they started off. So pretty cool. It's 7 o'clock, already charging. I'm going to have way too much power today, so I'm starting early on charging. My house batteries would be full by 11 or 12 or something, so I think actually I'm even going to put my refrigerator on 110 volts just to use up some of this power. What a great problem, isn't it? I need to have some caffeine. It's early for me. I had the refrigerator serviced, and here's the temperature on it. There's a freezer. Got my hamburgers, soda pop, and there's the refrigerator. Almost on the freezing. Lots of sweet Italian milk. So it's nice that the refrigerator is working really good on gas. Like I said, I'll probably run it on 110 volts just because I'm going to have so much power here, which I love that, and that's just the coolest. All right, I think I am going to go cruising. Last couple of times I just kind of hung out here and learned stuff. I think I'm going to go cruising on the lake. I wanted to start heading to the back of the lake. I can make it to the back of the lake in one day with no problem, but I don't want to, so I think I'll cruise for probably about 4 or 5 hours. Find a little spot, go fishing, hang out, you know, just kind of do stuff like that. So, all right, well, let's see what happens. Guess who? It's Mutt and Jeff, Billy Bob, and they're coming over to say hi. They're kicking it up too, boy. They're zooming. Let me get some bread ready for them. Okay, you guys, these aren't the same two ducks, are they? Go back and look at the other videos. I'm not really sure if those, they look like the same. The other ones were different. I mean, one was a different color than the other one, but these are the same color. So it's like, are they two girls or two guys? Because my friend said that one has one color and the female has one color, and they're both exactly the same. So what's up with this? Yeah, they're fighting each other. Okay, well that's not good. So they must be two males or something. What do you think? They look exactly the same. What happened to my little couple that were out here? Interesting. All right, I have another question. If I'm on shore here like this, I'm on shore, I've run up on shore, I've got my ladder out, I've got my cross lines out here on both sides. This works really well. How do I take those lines off without getting blown away? Now, right now there's no wind out here, which would work just fine, but if there was wind and I wanted to get off the shore, how do you do it? Again, it's just me. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the motor in gear and push it into the shore, and I'm thinking it should just hold it there while I take the ropes off. Is that the proper way to do it, or is there another way to do it? It seems kind of, I don't know, whatever it is, to climb off the boat when the motor's in your forward gear, but there's an earth behind me that should hold me there. So let me know in the comments what you think of the best way to do that. But anyway, the batteries are full. I couldn't help myself. I just got up, and I'm going to lose all this good solar today, so I charged up the batteries. My house batteries at 80%, my motor batteries at 100%. I'm going to turn the air conditioner on and run it off electricity. I just really dislike losing all this good solar power, but what a great problem to have. All right, let's start rolling. That worked all right, leaving it in gear, pushing up against the shore. Didn't feel right, but it actually worked pretty well. There was a breeze that popped up on me when I was taking the rope apart, so it held me right in that spot. Let me show you what just happened though. Devil spawn. I drug that rope right through it all. This is gonna take me a couple of days. I'm gonna go get a new rope and work on this later. Anyway, motor's working perfectly. We're zooming out of our parking spot to go find a new one. You know what's funny is when when I got here again, I went right to my normal parking spot because it's something you're comfortable with, right? You just go where you're comfortable. So now I'm going out into the wild blue yonder, which is kind of funny because you go to a new spot, who cares, right? Anyway, it's pretty cool, all the solar power. I'm just going to go to the back of the lake. I'm going to explore probably until 3 o'clock. It's noon now, and then we'll find some place to park and settle in again to play some to do some research. So a full battery charge was 106.6 was when the full battery was, and that shows green, not all the way to the side. Full charge shows, it's in the green. It's not pegged like a gas tank. Torque, I still don't know what that is, but anyway, we've got a pretty good headwind here. My navigation software is not working because I don't know what I'm doing with it, so I have to play with that again. But anyway, that's 106.6 was the voltage on my 96. That was both batteries at 100%. That's what I'm pulling for amperage. And yes, I'm going to get some ESP32 boards and geeky stuff, but I'm going to make them sensors, and I'm going to broadcast somehow the amperage going into the motor specifically. That really doesn't help a lot. I have no idea what the amperage is. When I put my clamp meter on, it gives me specifically what the amperage draw is, and I do want that. So I've got to get and I guess they make them, I don't know what they're called. I'm going to get one, put it on the cables, and then hook it up to my Home Assistant so I can track on the amp draw totally. And why am I looking like this? Instead of just being natural and looking at me, then I look out there. I don't know. Alrighty, let's cruise on. It took me about an hour just to get to the back of the very lake. That's really nothing at all. I was traveling at 3 knots, 4 knots, well, 3 or 4. And I'm already at the back of the lake. I'm in the Aqua Fria River now. Not this section right here, is a little ahead. It's going to be closed for eagle mating. So that's kind of cool. I hope it's around the corner somewhere. I hope they have buoys that say don't enter that. Anyway, very cool. Only about an hour and I'm back here. I think what we'll do is, since it only took an hour to get to the back of the lake, we're gonna find probably a sandbar or something to go up on somewhere in here, maybe, or we'll go as far as we can go. But isn't that pretty? But we'll find a sandbar or something to go up on and stay for the night. This is a no wake zone, so it ought to be really cool out here at nighttime. Maybe we'll see an eagle or two. Anyway, we're gonna go back as far as we can up the Aqua Fria River, and we're gonna stay there for the night. Looking forward to it. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. This lake is this back here is supposed to be closed until May or June. The bald eagle thing. There are boats everywhere back here. So I think I'm going to leave because there's not much more left of the river back here. I'm about an hour in. There's still more. I think they'll come back, but I'm going to call Fish and Game and find out what the heck's going on here, because I'd like to go further back, but if you're not allowed back here, it's supposed to be closed, but there are boats everywhere back here. So I'm going to leave, head out, go find a spot, and then I'm going to call Fish and Game and see what's up. Okay, this is funny. I'm trying to head out of here, and there's like whitecaps out here coming right down the valley here. Funny. I mean, there's probably 15-mile-an-hour winds coming right down the valley here. Kind of interesting too. It's a no-wake zone here for the last hour. I don't think anybody's idling through here. Another pontoon boat, and I think they're rentals. They come through here like they don't really care. They just fly through here. Guys, do me a favor. Would you hit that thumbs up? Let me know that you like this video. Subscribe or don't subscribe. I don't really care. Just let me know that you like these videos. I enjoy making them. I just like it. People enjoy them also. All right, so I went cruising for 4 hours. It's 4:30 right now. I went from the boat dock where I was staying last night all the way to the end of Lake Pleasant on the Rio Salado. Anyway, look it up. It's Lake Pleasant, Arizona. All the way to the end of that. It actually got a little shallow for me. I wasn't really sure how much further I could go, so I turned around. The funny part is, as you saw earlier, some windstorm came up. I was almost going backwards. Anyway, so I left the Rio Salado, or whatever that river is, and I found a really nice place in here. Check this out. That's the mouth. I'm gonna say Rio Grande, right? Why not? And I came back here, and look at this. It goes around the corner. You can't see that, but we are way in the back. Actually, we're not. We left we were down here, and I left about an hour ago. This is at the mouth of it where it goes into Lake Pleasant. And so I just decided I didn't want to go all the way back. I wanted something new. And I found a really nice spot. I mean, not a lot of double spawn. Yay! Anyway, so the Catamaran cruiser's out cruising around. I'm gonna stay here. Oh, the batteries. Oh, let me tell you about the batteries. It's awesome, absolutely awesome. So I went cruising for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours at, I'm gonna say 3 knots, between 3 and 4 knots. Yeah, 3 and 4 knots. And when I parked, the motor batteries are at 70%, and my house battery is full. Which is really bad, because then I've wasted all this solar all day long. So as of right now, I'm charging the motor batteries, and they should be charged tomorrow. I'm not sure where I'm going to go tomorrow. I need to find out if this place is closed or not. Supposedly, this is supposed to be closed for eagle breeding, but there were no signs or boats all over the place. I even show you that the rental boat's doing 90 miles an hour through there in a no wake zone. So I'm going to call Fish and Game, find out if it's closed or not. If it's open, I'm going to go back in the back, because it's really beautiful. I can go back maybe another mile. I'm not totally sure. It just got so windy, I was a little concerned, and I didn't want to spend the night back there because it might be illegal. I don't really know. I did find a really nice place back there that I wanted to stay, but again, it was windy and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to or not. Okay, anyway, the battery thing it's awesome. I mean, range anxiety is just pretty much gone. Anyway, it's if you wanted to do a river with this thing, it would be just fine. You could cruise a long time. Anyway, I'm gonna call it quits. I love you guys. I will talk to you on the next video. Here's a postscript to this video. I did call Fish and Game, and they opened this up. It's supposed to be closed till June 15th or something, but apparently the eagles were unsuccessful. So whatever that's what the guy actually said. So they opened it back up, which is too bad. You know, it would be nice if we had more eagles out here, but they were unsuccessful. So they just recently, last week, I guess, opened up the Aqua Fria River. So anyway, I'm gonna go back as soon as I charge up the batteries. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go in the back. I'm even gonna lift the motor up a little bit so I don't ding it anywhere, and see how far back there I could get. I can't help myself. Anyway, and I'll probably spend the night back there. All right, just a postscript. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.